Hello there and welcome to this how-to guide on the team alignment map. So this is part of your startup toolkit. So this is what a team alignment map looks like. You can see it breaks down into four separate columns with your mission and your period at the top. And you can see it's developed by Osterwalder and Bland in 2020. If you want to read of this part of the book, we do have this available in the Careers and Opportunities Hub for you to lend. So let's take a look at some top tips for completion. So when you're completing this, you need to complete this with your team. It will allow you to create a shared vocabulary and understanding within the team. And then what you need to be doing is referring back to this document. If you have regular team meetings every now and then, you should return back to this document. Don't let it just become another document in a shared folder. Try and keep referring back to it. Make the use of the tool that is provided. Let's take a look at how it's filled in. So you can see it takes 9 steps. But what looks a bit different here is that under each column, some of them actually have 2 different steps, but they also jump later in the story. The thing with the Osterwalder and the other authors, so Bland, Pignew, and all the rest of them who've worked on these kind of things, is that it's not usually a left to right narrative. What you're trying to work on here is, yes, it's still a narrative, but it'll jump across the board. This is quite a simple one compared to normal, so you're actually going left to right, then you jump back down to the left to right, but then you go from right to left on your 7, 8, and 9. Let's go through each step, see how each one works. So the first step is to define your mission as a business. By defining your mission, you're making it clear. This could also be used for a set project within your business, a set product you're trying to launch, or set practice trying to put into the play. So it's just understanding what your mission is in this discussion. Then you need to move to the period section, which is step 2. So here you can put your financial year, your financial quarter, or even the month you're in, depending on how many times you'll come back to this. If you're going to do monthly team meetings where you review everyone's work, then this may be a useful thing to put each month in so you can keep up to date. But it's worth having maybe 3 different copies, a whole year one, a quarter one, and then a monthly one. That will then allow you to keep managing this on a more smaller scale. 3 is you're looking to create joint objectives for the team. So the thing you want to ask here is when you're in a meeting together, and like I say, using the top tips is doing this together, is asking what do you intend to achieve together. This will allow you for all to understand what the end goal is. You've got the difference between the mission and your objectives. Step 4 is identifying the commitment levels of the team. This isn't meaning external commitments or anything outside the business, it's more looking at who does what within the team. This will allow you just to write down the name and then bullet point each job underneath to help you identify who does what. And that's the question you need to ask within the team here. Step 5 is that you need to document the joint resources needed to success. So this is asking what resources do we need? Is there some shared documents templates you need to have? Is there set purchase things that you need to have? So objects in the room. Is there any design requirements? Step 6 is writing down the bigger risks that may arise. So what the question you need to ask the team here is what can prevent us from succeeding? We then go a bit of a different route and we actually go downwards. And we ask here to describe how to address these risks by creating new objectives and commitments. So you need to here look at each risk and directly identify each one as you go. Then on to 8, which is describe how to address resource restraint. So you need to look here at each resource requirement, or looking at specific resources you don't have access to but need access to, and how to address that. And then the final step is step 9, where you set joint dates and you validate those dates as set targets. So you can sit and you can actually set key milestones either for that month, quarter, or year. So if you're doing any further advice on this, you can go to the website that comes alongside this guide, which is www.teamalignment.co, or you can book an appointment with myself at the Enterprise Futures Service by heading to winchester.jobteaser.com/en/v2/appointments, and you can book an appointment with the Enterprise Futures Service there. Thank you very much for listening. If you do need further advice, like I say, just go to the links on the screen now. Thank you.